a live CD or a live DVD? That is the question. What is the answer? That's more or less what Shakespeare said a couple of 100 years ago. Why, it is quite often that bands simultaneously release live albums, i.e. CDs or LPs, and live videos, either VHS or DVDs nowadays, and often making the choice is harder than it may initially seem. So I'm gonna share with you some things to consider before making the decision. The first thing I think you should think about is how often will you play a DVD or video? You might choose the DVD because obviously it's small. You're getting visuals as well, but sitting down and watching a video takes a lot more commitment than putting a CD or record on. So is the viewing experience really worth perhaps experiencing for less times? The second point is a lot of live albums are recorded over a tour. Essentially, they're best of the tour. It is relatively easy to record the audio from an entire tour, then the artist or the producer, whoever, just to pick their favorite performances to go on to the live album. However, it is much more of a palaver to record an entire tour visually, and live videos of bands are often just one concert. So there's a chance if you buy the album, you'll get better quality performances than if you buy the DVD/video. Having said that, over time, in-house recording systems have become better and it has got easier to capture visuals from different performances as the venue has the camera system already set up. So you may get to live DVD with performances selected across the tour. However, in my experience, these never look as good. The lighting isn't quite right, and the aspect ratio looks a bit off, because obviously it's designed to be shown on a massive screen beside stage, not your own TV. And to expand on my point about the lighting, if you go to a gig that isn't being filmed specifically for a video, when the lights go out, you can't see anything, and often watching these performances captured on in-house systems, you see bits of complete blackness, and this doesn't really look quite on a DVD you've paid money for, though there are instances where you do get more or less the same thing captured on the album and the DVD. For instance, that I have DVD and CD of Jimi Hendrix live at Woodstock, and I have a 5 CD box set of the Gary Moore Monterey performances. When I wanted to buy this Gary Moore set, I was weighing up between the 5 CD set or the 2 DVD set, and I looked at the track listing and found there were more songs on the CD, and often this is the case, so I obviously went with the CD. Also, in terms of Hendrix at Woodstock, there are some tracks on the DVD filmed in lesser quality. I think a couple of them are black and white due to something not quite working with the cameras, and I think there's an extra track on the CD which is missing from the DVD, so the CD often is the most complete. So, in a nutshell, if you're completist, you're probably gonna buy both the album and the live concert DVD. However, if you have to choose between one, I say check the track listing on both first, but you're probably better off with the CD, even though that might seem counterproductive to a completist. At least that's my opinion. Do you agree or disagree? Why not tell me in the comments and whack that like button either way. Look, it takes me much more effort to put my thumb in the air than the average person to click a button on the screen. So please do that. Thank you.